Hey everyone, welcome to Perfect 30. Thank you so much for stopping by my channel. I'm going to give you guys an overview of exactly what I'm going to be doing over the next 30 days while I eat the perfect diet. I'm going to get into it. Thank you so much again. I'm so excited, and keep watching if you want the details. So the next 30 days are basically going to be a health experiment to see what can happen to the human body, the mind, and the spirit when you treat it right and give it the perfect diet. Now, in my opinion, the perfect diet is a vegan diet because I'm vegan. So I'm already vegan. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean up my diet a lot. I'm going to cut out a lot of the processed foods, the sugars, all that type of stuff. And I'm only going to feed it whole foods, of course, plant-based, lots of organic, nuts, seeds, fresh fruits and vegetables, and we're just going to see what happens to the body and the mind when your body's being fed how it's supposed to be. So let's get right into it. A couple of the things that I'm going to be cutting out over the next 30 days are, I just have my iPad here if you see me looking down, are refined carbohydrates. So that's going to include all of your white bread, white flour pasta, sugar, anything that's been highly refined and processed, cutting it out. The next thing is also going to be processed sugar. So I've already tried to eliminate sugar from my diet, or actually eliminate white processed sugar. And I've started using brown sugar, which, I mean, technically, I'm not sure if that's any better really. So I'm going to cut out all the processed sugar, and I'm going to use stevia as a sweetener instead. Okay, the next thing is going to be carbonated beverages. So I don't drink pop in general right now. I will occasionally, I don't drink it often, so that's going to be, I think, pretty easy for me. So obviously pop is not good for you. It's loaded with sugar, unnecessary sugar and processed sugar, and it's just like basically liquid calories and liquid garbage, in my opinion. The next thing I'm going to be eliminating is processed foods. So processed foods have incorporated themselves into pretty much everybody's diet. I think it's to blame for a lot of the health issues that we're facing in North America, especially obesity, heart disease, diabetes. These things are all lifestyle related, and a lot of it has to do with the types of food that we're eating, and a lot of it is processed. So I'm going to eliminate mostly all the processed foods that I eat. As a vegan, I find that sometimes I do lean towards the processed foods. So things like the fake meats, fake cheeses, that kind of stuff. I mean, it's not horrible for you if you have it here and there, but really that should not make up the bulk of your diet. The bulk of your diet should be fresh fruits and vegetables, beans, legumes, nuts and seeds, fresh food. Okay. So the next thing that I'm going to eliminate is alcohol. So luckily I already gave up alcohol for this year. I'm just, trying something new. So I'm not drinking any alcohol, but I put it on the list anyway. Not going to be consuming that for 30 days or 30 more days. So for the next 30 days, I'm going to be following a high carb, low fat vegan diet. And I say following, but I really mean loosely. I'm not going to be too strict about it, but I'm going to aim for about 80-10-10. And for those of you who don't know, 80-10-10, it's a way to eat. It's basically you're going to get the majority of your calories for the day from carbohydrates, about 80%. 10% is going to come from fats, and then the balanced 10% is going to come from protein. So that's kind of a way a lot of vegans do eat like that. I try to eat like that in general, but for the next 30 days, I'm going to make more of an effort to do that. Another thing that I'm going to incorporate into my diet over the next 30 days is drinking more water. So in general, I think I drink a good amount of water already, but I don't really track it. I just kind of assume that I get enough, but maybe I'm not. So I'm going to be incorporating about 3 liters of water per day. So that is, when I did my calculation, usually I'll drink a couple of these a day. This is 22 ounces. So if I can just get through 5 of these, I'm good to go. That's about 3 liters. Okay. So the next thing that I'm going to incorporate into my diet and lifestyle over the next the next 30 days is going to be more exercise. So for me, I'm very active in the summer. I love to get out there. I love to ride my bike. I love to walk, try to run. Not a big runner, but I do try. So right now it's winter time here in Canada, so it's really hard to get out and do anything outside because it is freezing. So I joined a gym, and I'm going to be going to the gym I set a goal for myself at least 5 times a week. I might bring it down to 4, and I'm gonna do at least, just to be realistic about it, and I'm gonna do minimum 30 minutes of exercise a day, and it'll most likely be an hour, but I'm just saying minimum 30. It's going to be a mix of cardio and strength training as well, and that's gonna be 4 to 5 times a week. The other thing that I'm going to do that I'm going to track some activities that I do. So I'm going to try to get in at least 10,000 steps a day. I'm going to go for at least 4 miles of walking a day, at least 10 flights of stairs a day. And I'm going to track it all on my Fitbit. Love the Fitbit. I'll do maybe another video about that after. And I'm also going to try to get at least 7 hours of sleep a night. So I'm not a great sleeper. I toss and turn. I wake up, I go to bed super late. It's not good. So I'm trying to really get that back on track. And I feel like when I'm eating properly and when everything in my life is consistent, that the sleep will also get better as well. So that's another reason why I'm even embarking on this journey for the next 30 days. It's not necessarily about weight loss. It's not about anything else that you can think of. It's all about health and wellness. So I feel like when you're healthy and when you're well, everything else in your life falls into place. So your weight gets to a stable weight that your natural body weight should be. Your mind is clear. You're spiritually where you need to be. Like, it's just so much better when you're healthy and when you're well. So that is a lot of what I'm focused on right now. So I'll also be tracking all of my caloric intake on an app called Chronometer. So I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with that. If you're not, feel free to download it. It's awesome. You're able to put in all of your food. It's kind of like MyFitnessPal, but I think I like Chronometer a little bit better because it gives you the specifics for your micronutrients, specifically on an 80-10-10 diet. So basically, it'll show you everything. It'll show you if you're getting all your vitamins and your nutriments, and it'll break it down one by one, which I think is awesome. So that's what I'm going to be focused on as well. And like I said, I'm going to track all of my activity on the Fitbit. So the journey is starting on February 28th, 2016, which is today, and it's ending on March 28th, 2016, which is 30 days from now, and that is also my birthday. Woo, woo, my birthday. I'm just saying, super, super excited. I thought this was a good way to kind of jump into the next year of my life. God willing, I will still be here, strong and kicking. So it's going to be 30 days of amazingness. I hope that you guys can join me. So please head on over to my blog. It's www.itsjulietbenoit.com. I'll put it somewhere down here or over there, just so you can check it out. That's where I'm going to be posting daily and weekly. I'm going to be posting what I ate in a day videos, so you can kind of see what I'm eating and how I'm tracking everything. I'm going to be posting, of course, pictures on Instagram at It's Juliet Benoit. I'm going to be posting on Snapchat a little bit more, so follow me. It's Jewelface, JEWELLEFACE. So hopefully you guys can follow me on there. Also, I would love if you can join me on the journey. So maybe you might not want to do the perfect 30 days. You don't have to overhaul your entire life, but maybe if you even want to incorporate a couple of things that we talked about. So maybe you want to eliminate processed sugar for 30 days. Maybe you want to cut out soda for 30 days. Maybe you want to try to get a certain amount of sleep for the next 30 days, and just to see how that transforms you. It's all about making little changes that are going to better yourself for the future. So hopefully you can join me on this journey. Please let me know. Comment down below or message me. Email me on the blog. You can find me pretty much all over. So just let me know if you're going to join me. I would love it. I would love the support. I would love to support you as we go through this journey.